What's going on, folks? For today's video, I'm going to be explaining the low carb diet and what it does. Is it beneficial for you? The pros and cons of going about the low carb diet, right? So the low carb diet is basically what it sounds like, right? You are consuming fewer carbs throughout the day. You are restricting carbs from your diet to make changes in your life, changes to your body, and that is, fat loss, body recomposition, um, getting lean. But the ultimate goal is to really shred down and to become lean and very vascular and ripped, right? Because when you are consuming carbs hold on to water and fat. And people believe that carbs are the #1 source for fat gain and for water retention, which is true. And that's why many athletes and pro bodybuilders restrict carbs for their shows, because it's what gets them lean. That's how they achieve their leanness, their rippedness, their shreddedness, their vascularity. It all has to do with the manipulation of certain macros. Now, of course, you could manipulate other macros to achieve, other goals and whatnot. But the typical way of shredding down, getting very lean, is to restrict or to eliminate carb intake from your diet, right? And so you want to do this for X amount of weeks. It's all based on your preference, your goals. But yeah, so basically you cannot consume any carbs for X amount of time. So you have to resort to high protein and high fat foods only. So make sure you look up the food before you consume anything to see if it has carbs or not. And make sure you examine your beverages, because sodas and stuff like that will contain carbs, and that will ruin your diet if you're trying to stick to the low carb diet. So myself personally, I go about low carb diets when I want to shred down, when I'm getting too fat or too overweight, right? And this is a dramatic method to go about, because essentially you are restricting calorie intake. Therefore, you may be in a calorie deficit, which will ultimately promote fat loss. So that's that. But restricting carbs from your diet will also restrict certain macronutrients and micronutrients, which will kind of impact us in a different way. Everyone's different. So you may feel tired all the time. You may feel groggy, sluggish, irritable, so on and so forth. But your body will become adapted to the condition that you've put it in over time. So you will overcome the side effects, the symptoms and whatnot, right? So that's that. But other than that, the low carb diet isn't really that dangerous for your health. If you're trying to really build on size, to fill out, to really pack on muscle, carbs are very important and very vital for muscle growth. And so if you're depleting yourself from carbs, then you're not going to build muscle as efficient or as great, because it may slow your muscle building, or it might completely halt your muscle building progress, because your body does need carbs for building purposes and whatnot. So if you're completely depleted, it may be an issue for bodybuilding and whatnot, right? But yeah, but the ultimate goal, the objective of using this method is to lose weight pretty quickly, and or to maintain the shreddedness that you have. Hopefully you gained something out of this, people. If you did, leave me a comment down below. Like this video, subscribe to me, and follow me on social media. Thanks for watching.